In the course of the investigation, 8 suspects were arrested. The suspects included 3 housemasters of the college and 5 students who were said to have been mentioned by the deceased before his death in what legally terms may be dying declaration. The suspects were the students, one Ansel Chamile, male, aged 14. Second one, Michael Kachamu, male, aged 15. The third student, Kenneth Eyang, male, aged 15 also. The fourth student, Faithful Benjamin, male, aged 16. And the last of the 5th students is Edward Bengwe, male, aged 16 also. The 3 housemasters are Mr. Valentine Igbokwe, male and aged 45, Mr. Ahmed Barium, male, aged 52, and Mr. Adesoya Olusegun, male, aged 42. A remand warrant dated 7th December 2021 was obtained at the Yaba Magistrate Court to enable the police detain the suspect for 21 days in the first instance while investigation continues. On 9th December 2021, all the parties, including the deceased family, the school management, and witnesses were interviewed personally by me at this command headquarters and in this conference hall. During this open interview, which was interactive, it was unanimously agreed that another autopsy should be carried out, where pathologists from all parties will be present. Investigation was extended to Delta State and Abuja while this case was on. Gentlemen of the press, I would like to state here that investigation revealed that same case was reported at the area command Warri Delta State on 1st December 2021. It has also been established that a postmortem examination was initially carried out on 2nd December 2021 by a consultant pathologist by name Dr. Clement Retahiri of the Central Hospital, Warri, Delta State. The result of the first autopsy dated 10th December 2021 attributed cause of death to, and I quote, acute lung injury due to a polycystic magria. That means it's inconclusive. Chemical intoxication in the background of blunt force trauma. However, toxicology screening was recommended and was actually also carried out. That was the first one, toxicology as well as postmortem. While waiting for the result of the toxicology, another autopsy was ordered by the coroner magistrate in Lagos State because of the status of jurisdiction. Because it happened here, Delta State is out of jurisdiction for this. That is why the parties agree with the lawyers of all the parties on the meeting held on the 9th of December in this hall. So the corpse was therefore moved with armed police escorts from Delta State to Lagos State by TOS funeral and autopsy conducted at the expense of Lagos State government. Even bringing the corpse and returning the corpse at the expense of the state government. This second autopsy was carried out at the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital on 14th December 2021 in the presence of representatives of all the parties involved in the case. The second autopsy was carried out by Dr. S.S. Shoyemi, the consultant pathologist and chief examiner, Department of Pathology and Forensic Sciences, Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, Ikeja, Lagos. This autopsy was witnessed by the following. 1, Dr. Owen Eze, a consultant pathologist from UCH, who represented Timile's family. That is one of the students that was accused. Dr. Badmos Kabiru, consultant pathologist from Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, who represented the Dowen College. Dr. Uigwe Chikodili, Isabella, a consultant pathologist from Military Hospital Yaba, who represented Edward Brown, one of the students alleged to. Dr. Clement, Retehire, consultant pathologist, who performed the first autopsy in Warri, he represented the family of the deceased. Dr. Musa Stephen Itopa, consultant pathologist from UPTH, Heavy Research Teaching Hospital, represented Michael Kashamu, a student of Dowen College and one of the students alleged. Dr. F.E. Emeogun, consultant pathologist in Lagos State Teaching University, LASU. Dr. O.O. Kiavie Emebo, consultant pathologist in LASU also. Dr. O.O. Onayemi, senior registrar in LASU, Lagos State Teaching University Hospital. Dr. M. Salisu, a senior registrar and autopsy posting in LASU. Dr. S.C. Chima, registrar from Ahmadu Bello University on autopsy posting in LASU. Dr. F. Emetoma, registrar. The CSP Razak Oseni, homicide section, who represented the Nigerian Police Force, Lagos State Police Command. DSP Olusegun Bamidele, homicide section in State CID Panti, also represented Nigerian Police Force, Lagos State Police Command. And Sergeant Shola Adeniyi, homicide section 2 of Lagos State CID, who represented the Nigerian Police Force, Lagos Police Command. Before the expiration of the 21 days remand order, the families of the students applied for their bail at the Magistrate Court in Yaba. The application was approved, and the students who were earlier remanded at Boys' Home, Oregon, were granted bail. The house masters were also granted bail after the expiration of the 21 days remand order. The result of the second autopsy carried out in Lagos was released on 21st December 2021. The results attributed the cause of death to septicemia, lobar pneumonia, with acute phalangoprotesis and panocytosis of the right ankle. Because we need to use their terminologies. So pardon me for the pronunciation. On the 30th December 2021, the toxicology screening results of the first autopsy carried out in Warri was released. The result issued and signed by the same Dr. Clement, Ferritehire, same doctor who carried out the initial autopsy, attributed cause of death to acute bacteria due to severe sepsis. That's the result. The first result carried out by the same doctor on the toxicology is acute bacteria. At the end of the diligent investigation carried out so far, there is no evidence to establish a case of torture, bullying, and forceful application of poisonous substance against the suspects. All the suspects denied the allegations of torture, bullying, and administering a poisonous substance to the deceased. Allegation that the deceased was being forced to join a cult group was also not established, as other students interviewed denied this. Final results of the postmortem and toxicology examination conducted both at Warri and Lagos agreed that the deceased died of natural death. For purpose of clarification, it is pertinent to convey to members of the public, in simple terms, the commentary and submission of Dr. S.S. Shoyemi, the consultant pathologist, who led a team of pathologists to carry out the autopsy. He declared, and I quote, Sylvester Oromoni, Jr., a 21-year-old student of Dowen College, Lekki, Lagos, reportedly died on November 30, 2021 at a private Hospital in Warri, Delta State. It was alleged that the deceased was physically assaulted and poisoned in the school prior to his death. The first autopsy was done in Warri on December 2nd, so 2021. Following an order for a second autopsy, the body of the deceased was brought to Lagos for a second autopsy. Our findings at the second autopsy include marked pallor of organs. So, pneumonia, that is infection of the lungs, infections of the liver and kidneys, as well as the heart. These infections emanated from the ankle infection described earlier in the report. So, microscopic sections also confirmed these findings. Death was caused by septicemia following infections of the lungs and kidneys arising from ankle wound. No evidence of blunt force trauma in this body. The findings in the esophagus and stomach are not compatible with chemical intoxication. Death in this case is natural. That was the final report by